want to find the best fish and chip shop in Great Britain.
They're the ones.
Cardboard box had slightly more taste.
That is a challenging colour. How can you get it so wrong?
So as part of what we want to do, we want to go around and visit shops and try the fish and chips. How we want to achieve that is by having a scoring system, which David is going to explain to you in a minute. And we want it fair, we want it transparent. The reason there's two of us is because we've both got opinions. And in fish and chip, people might use a shop 200 yards away from my shop because they prefer them to us. That's great, that's fine. It's all based around opinion. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to have one fish and chips to share, which is not because we're tired, it's because we're having the same piece of fish, the same chips, and we believe that's going to be the fairest way of getting our opinions across as to what we believe is right. We are different. We're both frying different mediums. We both use different batters. We have different peas. We have everything different. So it's going to be based on our opinion as professional, award-winning fryers, really. Hopefully that's going to show true. I'm sure you guys will give us ideas as to where we can go, what we can do. You don't think this is fair or whatever. That's what we want. We want to absorb all that and learn from that. But we will find best fish and chip shop in country. I'm confident of that. So David's going to explain now where we are and what the scoring system is.
So we've come up with 4 categories: chips, fish, the peas, the side orders, and the vibe of the place. So each category is scored from 0 to 5, 5 being the best, 0 being the worst. We'll combine the scores together to give a total out of 40, and then we'll see where that lands. And like you said, you might have a piece of fish and you think it's fantastic because it's cooked in dripping, and I might have a piece of fish that's cooked in dripping and I think it's awful, because it's just my personal preference. There's going to be a little bit of backwards and forwards, I guess.
Yeah,
between that.
100%, but obviously we'll not know what they're cooking. We are going to go on this adventure together and make sure that it's right.
And the chips, doesn't matter whether it's twice fried or it's cooked straight through from raw. If it's a good chip, it's a good chip. If it's a bad chip, it's going to be a bad chip.
100%.
And the same with the fish. You want the batter to be light and crispy, the fish to be white, or you don't want it to be greasy or soggy. Better if it's freshly cooked.
Yeah,
but if it's sat in the showcase and it's been there an hour and we get it, but that's what we review.
Exactly. Fairness and transparency is the key.
And consistency. We need to be consistently fair across all shops, across all visits. So we need to, from the very start, it needs to be a standard system.
Yeah.
And the peas need to be enjoyable, seasoned, freshly cooked. Probably not glow in the dark, green.
No,
I'm not a fan
that.
of traffic light peas.
Yeah. Which is just additives, to be honest.
It is. It's
additives.
It's blue and yellow additives,
Yeah.
which aren't so good for kids.
Yeah.
Or anybody, really. And the last thing, which is the most nebulous, is the vibe.
Yeah,
You might dig it,
that.
you might not. Are the staff attentive? Are they miserable? There's so much that can affect the score there. It could be the best fish and chips in the world, but if they throw it at you and swear at you,
Yeah,
they're going to win.
Yeah.
It's got everything to get a really high score. It has consistently got to be excellent.
Yeah, everything's got to be right from start to finish. Another thing as well, we've just got to be reviewing fish and chips, and obviously the vibe, which is important. We genuinely don't care if you've got a fire procedure in place, where you only eat it, if your building sets on fire. We don't care about that. It's about traditional fish and chips.
I want to understand why some shops get it so wrong.
Yeah.
I don't really watch YouTube reviewers. I'm aware of a few, but you're more the guy that's watching that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That they're not very knowledgeable, they're not very professional, and there's certainly no insights in what's happened. And they all become the same review. This chip's good, this fish is crunchy, this is brilliant, this is fantastic, done. And there's no depth to it. Why is that fish crunchy? Why is that? Why is that good? Why is that bad? And they always seem to go to the really good shops. Yeah, there's never anything bad. I mean, nobody wants to see it all be great all the time. You want to do a good mix. You want to peel back that curtain and see what's going on. And we can do that through trying the food. We know what goes wrong. We know how to fix it. Yeah. So you'll know if the oil's burned. You'll know if the chips are overcooked or reheated. You'll know what's going on because you've been there, you've done it, you've made those mistakes, and hopefully don't repeat them again.
And I think it's important that people understand the fish and chips and the hard work that goes into it.
I don't think you can get into the top sort of 50, top 10, top 40, the top tier of the industry without knowing what you do. You can't look your way in. And more importantly, it's not something you can just walk into on day one and get it right.
Yeah.
The process of refining what you do. We're going to find some people that are new at it and they've got it wrong.
Some people love soggy chips. I love them.
Never got that.
I am, but some people do. And I've tasted some soggy chips myself. and they were all right. So just because chick's a little bit soggier than we'd like, or it's been in box for a bit longer, it doesn't mean it's a bad chip.
No, it doesn't.
just means it's the taste.
It's
of
how
what
they do it.
and how they fry it.
And we've
yeah.
always said this, there's 1,000 routes to really good fish and chips. There's many ways that you can get really good fish and chips. There's not one golden standard or one golden procedure.
And that's what we want to get
That's
across.
what we're to explore.
We just want good quality fish and chips. It don't matter what price point we're at. As long as it's good, I don't mind paying an extra $5 for good quality.
If you enjoy it, it's worth the money.
Yeah. I want to find the best fish and chip shop in Great Britain.
They're the ones.
Cardboard box had slightly more taste.
That is a challenging colour. How can you get it so wrong?